American history remembers many abolitionists. The names of Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, and Sojourner Truth are celebrated across the nation. Yet, hidden beneath the pages of history is the story of a remarkable man whose vision for Black freedom stretched far beyond speeches and petitions. His name was Moses Dickson. Long before the Civil War ended slavery, Moses Dickson was organizing Black men and women into a secret revolutionary movement known as the Knights of Liberty. At a time when millions of African Americans remained enslaved, Dickson dared to imagine something many considered impossible, a coordinated uprising that would destroy slavery forever. But Moses Dickson was more than a revolutionary. He was an institution builder, educator, minister, military leader, and fraternal organizer. Throughout his life, he worked tirelessly to create organizations that would strengthen Black communities long after slavery ended. His legacy can be found in the Underground Railroad, in Black colleges, in Prince Hall Freemasonry, and in the countless communities that benefited from the organizations he founded. His story is one of courage, sacrifice, and a relentless commitment to freedom. Moses Dickson was born on April 5th, 1824 in Cincinnati, Ohio. Although he was born free, he entered a nation sharply divided between slavery and freedom. Just across the Ohio River, enslaved Black people labored under one of the most brutal systems of oppression in human history. From an early age, Dickson witnessed the contradictions of America. He saw a nation that proclaimed liberty while millions remained in chains. These realities shaped his understanding of justice and inspired his lifelong commitment to liberation. As a young man, Dickson worked aboard steamboats traveling the Mississippi River. These journeys exposed him to the harsh realities of slavery throughout the South. He witnessed the buying and selling of human beings and saw families torn apart. The experience deepened his conviction that slavery was not merely wrong, it was a crime that demanded resistance. In the 1840s, Moses Dickson helped organize one of the most ambitious anti-slavery movements in American history. The organization became known as the Knights of Liberty. Unlike many abolitionist groups that focused primarily on political advocacy, the Knights of Liberty prepared for direct action. According to accounts associated with Dickson and the organization, members envisioned a nationwide uprising against slavery if peaceful methods failed. Operating in secrecy, the organization recruited Black men across numerous states. Members took oaths of loyalty and pledged themselves to the cause of freedom. The movement reportedly grew to thousands of members and developed networks throughout the nation. At the same time, members of the Knights of Liberty helped enslaved people escape bondage through the Underground Railroad. They provided shelter, transportation, information, and protection to freedom seekers, risking everything for liberty. The Knights of Liberty represented a powerful truth. Many African Americans were not waiting passively for freedom. They were actively organizing to secure it themselves. The Underground Railroad was not a railroad at all. It was a vast network of courageous individuals willing to challenge the laws of slavery. Moses Dickson stood among those brave freedom fighters. Working throughout secret networks, he and his allies assisted enslaved people as they made dangerous journeys toward freedom. Every escape carried enormous risk. Captured freedom seekers faced brutal punishment. Those who aided them risked imprisonment, violence, and death. Yet, Dickson continued the work. His commitment reflected a belief that freedom was worth any sacrifice. While politicians debated slavery in legislative chambers, Dickson and countless others were risking their lives to help enslaved people escape the institution directly. The Underground Railroad became one of the most significant acts of resistance in American history, and Dickson's role within that struggle remains an important part of his legacy. When the Civil War erupted, the conflict transformed the nation's future. The secret networks that Dickson helped build gradually gave way to open fire against slavery. Many members of the Knights of Liberty joined the Union cause, believing the destruction of slavery was finally within their reach. Dickson himself became involved in the Union effort and supported the struggle that ultimately brought an end to legal slavery. The victory of the Union represented more than a military triumph. It was the beginning of a new challenge, building institutions capable of sustaining freedoms for future generations. Dickson understood that emancipation alone would not guarantee equality. Freedom needed schools. Freedom needed economic power. Freedom needed leadership. And freedom needed organization. Following the Civil War, Moses Dickson turned his attention toward education and community development. He became one of the founders of the Lincoln Institute, later known as Lincoln University in Missouri. The institution was established by Black Civil War veterans who understood that education would be essential for the advancement of newly freed African Americans. Dickson also became an ordained minister in the African Methodist Episcopal Church. Through ministry, he encouraged spiritual growth, community development, and social progress. His efforts reflected a larger vision. He wanted African Americans not only to survive freedom, but to thrive within it. Schools, churches, and civic organizations became essential tools in the struggle for Black advancement. Moses Dickson believed deeply in the power of organization. His leadership within Prince Hall Freemasonry made him one of the most influential Black fraternal leaders of the 19th century. He eventually became Grand Master of the Missouri Prince Hall Masons, helping expand the institution throughout the Midwest. In 1872, he and his wife, Mary Elizabeth Dickson, founded the International Order of 12 Knights and Daughters of Tabor. The organization promoted education, economic development, morality, mutual aid, and self-improvement. Unlike many organizations of the era, women held important leadership roles alongside men. The order eventually grew into one of the largest Black fraternal organizations in the United States, serving thousands of members across multiple states. Through these organizations, Dickson demonstrated that liberation required more than political freedom. It required strong institutions capable of supporting Black communities for generations. Moses Dickson died in 1901. Today, his name is rarely mentioned in history classrooms, yet his influence can still be felt. His work helped advance the Underground Railroad. His vision inspired Black resistance to slavery. His leadership strengthened Prince Hall Freemasonry. His efforts contributed to the founding of Lincoln University. His Order of 12 provided economic and social support to Black communities throughout the nation. Most importantly, he embodied a powerful lesson. Freedom is not merely won through protest. It is secured through organization, sacrifice, education, and institution building. Moses Dickson lived during one of the most dangerous periods in American history for a Black man who dared to challenge the status quo. He organized resistance when resistance could cost a person their life. He built institutions when opportunities were scarce. He believed in Black freedom when millions insisted it was impossible. Though history has often overlooked him, Moses Dickson stands along the great architects of Black liberation in America. His life reminds us that courageous individuals can change the course of history, not only by fighting oppression, but by building the foundations of a broader future. His story deserves to be remembered. His legacy deserves to be honored, and his example continues to inspire all those who believe that freedom is worth fighting for. To Mr. Moses Dickson, we proudly stand on your shoulders. For more information, please visit my website at www.ontheshoulders1.com. There, you can support my OTSOG book series. You can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/OTSOG. You can hit the super like button under this video. You can join this channel as a member. And you can also purchase yourself some merchandise. I love you all, and make sure you catch the next video coming up.